Okay. Hi guys.
Hi.
I present to you Michael Moore and Choi. 2 years of creativity, action, and service. In the summer of 2013, I began my volunteering career at Theater Under the Stars. Here is me climbing up the tower to my lighting booth, and here's me in my harness. Theater Under the Stars is an outdoor theater, and I was the follow spot operator, one of two. So, what I had to do was climb up a big tower that was erected under scaffolding, at the back of all the seating, the outdoor bowl, and operate the light. And it was very cool and very scary, and I got to wear a harness. Okay. At Science World, in the fall of 2013, I continued my service career as a volunteer and a work experience student. This is me with my mentor, Stefan, and Rex. This is my name tag. And this is me with a woman named Jackie, who was the head of the kind of more little kids room, right? So most of Science World is like, all ages, family, right? But then there's like the little kids room. And so she was in charge of that. What I wanted to do was, I really like that room. When you're a work experience student, how it works is you cycle around the different rooms in Science World, and you teach the guests, you help them use the exhibits there. So I really liked working in the little kid room. So what I did was I asked her if I could be a part of helping her out with some of the development of that stuff, because I had really, and in particular with the face painting, because I really liked doing the face painting. So some of the face painting designs were being worn out, so she asked me to come in for a few hours in the morning of one of my shifts and design some new designs. And so I designed this along with a whole bunch of other cards I did like a fruits sheet and a vegetable sheet and like a sports one with hockey sticks and soccer balls and whatever. This was Nautical 2, this is my favorite. Nautical 1 was fun as well, but it didn't have as many cool things. So now you can see some examples of these coming to fruition. And you can see them matching up. These are all ones that I did and then took pictures of. That one took me 20 minutes. Because the kid was like, I want a rainbow duck. And she kept adding colors. She kept saying, one more color, one more color, one more color. And so, I kept adding colors. That one was fun. That was a Triceratops. When I showed Colton that, he was like, what is that, a rhino? And this was fun. I just did this on my friend. He wanted a wombat dragon. So, after Science World, I continued on to the Vancouver Aquarium. And actually, that's why you guys get emails from Mr. Campanella, or like the senior school gets emails to sign up for Vancouver Aquarium. Volunteering because I suggested to him that he joins the mailing list. Now, I don't know how many of our kids joined.
Couple. We've had a few apply.
Yeah. Cool. Okay, so at the Vancouver Aquarium, I got another uniform with a schedule. And it said work experience. I was another work experience student. The reason it's work experience is because in public schools, kids have to do like work experience, not necessarily just volunteering, where they go and it doesn't have to be a non-profit. Vancouver Aquarium is non-profit, and so is Science World, but yeah, it doesn't have to be. So that's why it says work experience if you're wondering. That's me and my manager, Derek Yang. He's great. He wrote like parodies of pop songs that talked about like glacial fissures and stuff. It was cool. Okay, now actually no, I'll talk a bit more about this because I have some time, right? So at Vancouver Aquarium, that was really fun. I spent like, I don't know, it wasn't a very long placement, but it was really fun because it was only on the winter break of 2013 and 2014, so it was very condensed. Part of what I had to do was come up with my very own presentation using some of the props that we were given. Now, one of the main things that you do as a volunteer there, or as just a regular worker, is you go out into the galleries to just set yourself up in front of a tank, an exhibit, a habitat, whatever, with a cart of props, and then you deliver these presentations about whatever animals are inside the habitats using the props. And so the one that I made was one for the jellyfish. And I would go to one of the jellyfish tanks, and I would take this green sea turtle skull and this big mola mola carcass. So mola mola are like are like, they can get really big. This one was a baby, and it was like this big already. And it's just this big, round, like, disc of a fish. And they live they live like around Hawaii or something, you know, tropical Pacific. And so those two animals, I would use those and be like, well, how are they similar? Do they look like they can go very fast or very slow? Because obviously the turtle skull is, you know, it's bulbous and like heavy and stuff. Oh, it looks like they can go very slow. Oh, okay, so would they be able to catch fast fish? No, they would be able to, though, eat jellyfish. This is one of the reasons why jellyfish are important in our ecosystem and our carry on and stuff. And that was really fun. So that's one of the examples of the things that I did at Vancouver Aquarium. Next, I went back to Science World in the summer of 2014 to be in a different department of volunteers called the Eureka Youth Team. Now the Eureka Gallery is one very specific one. It's the physics-based one, and it's all about what if. So there are, you know, they call it the Rowdy Kid Gallery because all the, you know, it's all the stuff that you can hit or throw, right? Like the balls in the waterfall, or like, you know, stand in a tornado or whatever, right? So that was fun, and I was there over the summer of 2014, and that was a lot more specific than my previous. Oh yeah, I got a lanyard instead of just a card. Than my previous time at Science World, because it was just me in a gallery with a couple other volunteers, and we would just get props. And it was very similar to Vancouver Aquarium in that we just delivered presentations about, you know, little things. Like we had a Cartesian diver. We squeezed the bottle and, like, you know, increase the pressure, so it pressurized the air inside of the diver, and the diver dropped. Oh, why does it do that? Doesn't pressurize the water, pressurize the air. The water starts to compress. Wow. So that was a lot of fun. Sorry, the directions on this thing. Next, I was offered volunteer work with the Vancouver Marathon Society doing their turkey trot for Thanksgiving. Right, these charitable runs. You may recall that Mr. Campanella sent that email out in the fall of 2014. And so I saw that there was a lead cyclist position listed among, like, you know, water station person, whatever. And so I joined the lead cycling team, and that was because I thought it was going to be really cool, and it was really cool because you get to, you know, I've seen marathons before. There's a cyclist in front of the lead runner, and they lead them through, right, so that the lead runner doesn't go off course or like cheats or something, right? So that wasn't actually me. Now this is me, but that role right in front of the lead cyclist wasn't me. They call it the elite lead runner cyclist. I was kind of like a scout. I would be about 3 to 4 minutes in front of the lead runner, and I would be clearing the way, making sure everybody knows, hey, everybody, there's a marathon coming, get off the seawall, right? That kind of thing. And so that was good. I didn't do a very good job. I was like 7 minutes in front, and that's not very good because then a gap forms, and then, you know, there's that big gap for all the, you know, seawall people to come back in and clog up the lane. So that was no good. But Mr. Eric Shane, the director of race operations for the Vancouver Marathon Society, thought I did a fantastic job, and because I guess there were no problems anyway. And so he invited me back for the Fall Classic in November, and I did a much better job on that one. That one went like around UBC, and that was, I think it was a 20K, and that was a lot more fun. I did the same position, running in front of everybody, then I looped back around, and I did the sweeper position. So I don't know, I think I did like a total of 40 kilometers that day. And I did the sweeper position at the end, going behind the last runner who was very slow. And I say that because it's not very easy to be slow on a bike, right? So I'm like, you know, trundling along and trying to like swerve and not bump into him because I'm on a bike, and it's not easy to go slow anyway. And so I improved from there. Now, moving into the future, we're in training. No, go back. We're in training for me and this guy, and of course Mr. Eric Shane, are in training for the Vancouver International Marathon, the BMO Vancouver Marathon, right? Which is like the largest in Canada, and people come from all over the world to do it. So yeah, really working my way up there, and yeah, having a lot of fun with that. It was very wet, the free ride that I did this Sunday. As you recall, the Sunday was very wet, but that was fun. No, go ahead. I played hockey from fall 2014 to spring 2015. Of course, I've played before since I was, like 8 or something. But yeah, this season in particular was exciting because we won the banner. We won our playoff banner, and it was very exciting because we got to be presented the banner by none other than George Lucas himself. No, I'm just kidding about that. Jokes, guys. It was also exciting because I got to be on the team and with my teammate, Mr. Ian Yip. Yes, Ian Yip, that's the last name, right? I didn't forget that. Who is also at the school in grade 11. So that was cool.
And you're the captain.
What?
You're the captain.
I am the captain.
You're right. Yeah.
I am the captain. I am the captain, yes. Correct. Thank you for pointing that out.
I see.
Yeah. It's good that you could see that.
C, Mr. C. Yes.
Okay, next. I was moving away from volunteer and non-paid and exercise and non-paid. I got a job in 2014 as a referee. This is for Action. So I referee minor hockey games. This is a hockey 4 game, which means the kids are like 8, I think. Yeah, they're looking younger than that, maybe 7. I don't know. What's hockey 4?
Isn't that like 6?
6.
Yeah, before 6.
Yeah, 6. Okay, but now I ref bantam games, which is like 14, 15. Yes. No.
15, 16.
13, 14. 13, 14. Yeah. Yeah, because then midget is 15, 16, 17. Right?
No,
Yes.
midgets.
Yeah.
15, 16, 17.
Yeah.
Yes, Matt.
17, 18.
Carry on.
Juvenile is 18. Anyway, so yeah. Now I ref older kids and I get more money for it. So that's good. I also had another job in the summer of 2014 and this past spring break teaching kids how to bike at Pedalheads. This was one of the theme days. That's why there's a horse on my bike. It was like Cowboys Day, and that's very fun because I get to work with kids again and teach them how to bike. I tried to tell an Anton Chekhov story to them during indoor time because it was very wet one day. It didn't work out. They misunderstood that I was saying dance pianist for something else. So ready? What did I get out of this? Huh? I got commitment to a lot of activities. I did like 170 hours at Tuts in the summer of 2013. I did like 90 hours at Vancouver Aquarium over like only a week and a half on winter break 2013, 2014. I have like 117 hours at Science World, the first one, and then I came back and did like 60. So yeah, and, I just got a lot of hours doing refereeing and teaching kids how to bike at Pedalheads as well. So yeah, commitment. Sorry, smart board. No. Discovery of passions. I really like volunteering. You get to do a lot of just cool stuff for free when you volunteer, right? Like you get to go to Science World for free and play with their stuff, and with of course the patrons, but and then you get to hang out at Vancouver Aquarium. How awesome is that? Hanging out at Vancouver Aquarium, teaching kids and adults about jellyfish. That's the dream. And of course, these things, they lead to employment opportunities. Like playing hockey leads to refereeing and stuff. So yeah, discovery of passion. Sorry, enjoyment. I enjoy it. Volunteering a lot, as I said, because it's fun. It gets you out there. If I didn't volunteer, I felt that's what I do for fun. I probably wouldn't be doing anything if I didn't volunteer. So connections. Yes, connections. That's always good. I've made a lot of connections. It's good for getting reference letters, and for coming back and doing more volunteer work. An example is Vancouver Aquarium. I'm planning to go back there during the summer. I got a nice reference letter from Mr. Derek Yang, so that was That's cool. Experience. Work experience. It's called work experience for a reason. You get experience working in a place, right? And it's it's very nice to have that. All these volunteer things on on the resume, all these hours on the resume, and a contribution to my community. Getting serious. I really like giving back. And I know how that sounds funny, but I really enjoyed Science World as a kid. I lived across the street, so I went a lot. And the volunteers and employees there were always very nice to me, and they helped foster a very good atmosphere and a curiosity within me, so that I would want to go out and do stuff, like go back to Science World, and doing this kind of stuff and teaching kids how to bike and teaching kids about the ocean and teaching adults about the ocean and science really makes me feel like I'm doing something worthwhile, and that I have value and worth to society as a whole, which I think is in my life at least is quite important to me. Yeah. Should have made that one shorter, eh? Checklist time for Manage Back. Increase awareness of your strengths and areas for growth. Yes, I did. Experiencing a lot of new things makes you aware of yourself, makes you realize what you can improve on, and makes you improve on those things. For instance, coming like presenting information, right, to others at Science World, Vancouver, Going, whatever. Undertaking new challenges, of course.
You don't have to give us all the specifics, that's okay. It's pretty evident.
Yeah. And all these things. Of course. Of course. For those of you watching at home, you can see, as Mr. Campanella noted, very evident. Yes. IB. Thank you. So that's been Michael Warren Choi, 2 years in creativity, action, and service. I have very much enjoyed it, and enjoyed being a prefect and your classmate as well. So thank you very much. Not just for listening to this presentation, but for being awesome to go to.